Hi guys, it's Sherry. I hope that you are having an awesome day. Y'all, let's do some very fun and happy crafting. Stay tuned. Thanks everyone for being here. I really do appreciate you spending a part of your day with me. And I really do enjoy knowing that for a few minutes out of every day, I get to spend a part of it with you guys. So today's project is going to be very quick, very fun, very simple, but oh so gorgeous. And it is this awesome tall milk carton. You can put so many goodies in this milk carton. You can put candies, you can put soaps, you can put bath salts, you can put socks, you can put toiletries. So many different things that you're able to put in this carton. And this paper is just phenomenal. I'm going to bring the sheet in and show you guys. It is from American Crafts, and it's a very heavy cardstock with glittered polka dots. Now the glitter does come off, so you'll probably see glitter all over my hands and all over my mat. But this is such a fun and wonderful Christmas green. I also got a Christmas red, and this paper was found at Tuesday Morning, but you can probably go online and search for American Crafts glitter dot cardstock, and you'll find loads of it. So we are going to be working with a 12 by 12 piece of that. Then we're going to make our rosette, and to make the rosette we're going to need a 3 by 12 inch piece of decorative cardstock, and then we'll need our embellishments. So the first thing that we're going to do, we're going to make this awesome milk carton so that you can see just how easy it is. And again, I am starting with the 12 by 12 inch piece, and I am going to make my first series of scores, and I'll start at 2 3/4 of an inch. I'll score at 5 1/2. I'll score at 8 1/4. And then I'll score at 11. Then I'll rotate it to the opposite 12 inch side. I'm going to score this at 2 3/4, at 8 1/2, and at 10 3/4. And you have to be careful going over these little dots because they can throw you out of alignment. So you want to make sure that you're as close as possible when you're doing those scores. So then we are going to fold and burnish all of our score marks. Like I said, this is not a baked in glitter, so you will see glitter all over the place. And then on this end, you're going to see that we have one set of panels and then a narrow set. That narrow set, I'm actually just going to fold like this. I'm not even going to do a heavy burnish of that. So now that we have it like this, we're going to need to remove the large corner piece here at the bottom. And you'll know it's the bottom because here at the top you're going to have the wide and then the narrow. At the bottom you simply have a wide. So I am going to go ahead, go up to that score mark, cut through, and then I'll cut through right there. And then I'm also going to go ahead and just cut out all of my tabs along the bottom. So I am going to angle on both sides of the score. And what I mean is, here's my score right there. So I'll angle this way and angle that way when I'm cutting. And these are all of the cuts that we need to make. So now what we need to do is this flap here is going to be our glue flap. So the panel that's next to it, we need to make a triangle. We're making the triangle because it will help our box to take the milk carton shape a whole lot easier. So all I'm going to do, guys, is I am going to take my ruler, and when I place it, I'm going to place it so that inside of this panel, and I'll just fold that out of the way. Inside of this panel, I'm going to make a triangle. So I'm going up to my center point, and then I'll go to the corner of that score mark. So that is all that I'm doing. So that is what I'm going to be doing, and I thought I'd do it in my pen so that you guys could see exactly what I'll be doing. So now I'm going to just come in with my stylus, and I'm going to make my mark. I'm going to do my score, and I'm really going to give an impression. And then I'll do the same thing over here. Going to give an impression. And so we've done one here. We need to skip this one and do the same thing in this one. So I'm not going to make the pin mark. I am just going to use my stylus and make my score. So hopefully you guys can see the score mark. I think you can probably see it right in there. So now what I'm going to do is we're going to put this together. So to put this together, I am just going to use tape on this part because there is a waxy coating on this green paper. So I'm just going to use my tape. And I'm using my tape because this is not really a weight-bearing box. So the tape will hold up on the side. I will be using glue to close the bottom of the box. So I'm just going to peel up that tape. And then I'll take this piece and I'm going to bring it over and match it at the top. And when you're using the tape, you don't really get a whole lot of wiggle room. So I am just putting it down in stages. Like that. And now you guys can see that we have another flat fold box that you can add to your flat fold box collection. And this one is a flat fold milk carton box, which is a great box to have in that collection. So now we're going to open this. And where you have the glue flap, or where we folded it, that is the back of your box. So what we're going to do is we're going to fold in those sides, and then I'll fold up the back, and I'm just going to trim off just a little bit of those two pieces. And I trimmed off just a little of that front and back flap so that it wouldn't be all the way at the end. So now I'm going to take my glue, and I am using glue for this part. So let's take that glue, and I'm going to put just a little bit of glue right there. And then I'll fold in this side piece. And now I'll take my back piece, place my glue on it, fold it up, and I'll take the front piece and place some glue on that and fold it. And now I'll just use my spatula. So now I'm going to take my ruler and just go on the inside to make sure that I have everything nice and stuck. Then we're just going to take this and we're going to pinch in at the top, squeeze the top together, and because we have made those triangles on the side, on the inside, then your box takes the milk carton shape. And that is how easy it is to make a milk carton. Large, small, whatever. The process is still the same, and it is super easy. So the way that I am going to close this milk carton, guys, I have a strip of my decorative paper that I'll be using for the rosette, and I cut it at 1/2 inch. So I am just going to take some of this, wrap it right here for the closure, and then I'll wrap it around, and I have some glue on it, and then I'll take some more glue, place it right there, and that is just a very quick and easy way to close your milk carton. So I am going to remove that piece there, and as y'all can see, milk carton looks great. So we are going to go ahead and make our decorative rosette, and that's what we're going to be using, guys. It's the main point of decoration on this. So I have a piece that measures 3 by 12, and I am going to take this piece and score it every 1/2 of an inch. So 1/2, 1, 1 1/2, 2, 2 1/2, 3, and I'll keep following along every 1/2 of an inch. And then once I have completed my scores, I am going to take this piece, place it in, and I am going to trim it in half. So I am going to trim this at 1 1/2. So I'll have 2 pieces that are 12 by 1 1/2. So now I can take these 2 pieces and just follow my scores to get these rosettes formed. So I am just doing peak and valley accordion style folding, and I'm sure that y'all can see all of that glitter that's all over my hands. I am very, very glittery right now. Okay, so we have one done, and you can see that when I started this one, I started it with the point going up, so it's like a W. That means that when I start this one, I need to start by turning it down. So we'll again just come back and do our peak and valley folding. I'm going to try to keep everything nice and tight. And then we can put this little cutie together. So I have one point that's going up and one point that's going down. I am going to take my glue, place some glue, and then I'll join these two, and I'm just going to roll it in the glue just a little bit. And then I'll do the same thing over here. So I am going to just take my glue, place some glue, and then we're going to get those two joined. And so now we have our rosette. So what I normally do with mine first is I just bring it in like that, just so I can get it ready to be formed. What I'm going to need is I have this little circle that I've cut out, and it's probably a 1/2 inch circle, and that is what I'm going to be using to hold this down. So really all I need to do is take it, squeeze in, and it should close. So again, I'll let it pop out. If you just take your hand, squeeze in and flatten, it should close. So I have it like that, and this time I'm going to use wet glue. And as y'all know, I use Reptile Glue. For those of you who have been asking that question, please make sure that you check the description box, because that is where I will have most of the items that I'm using in my videos listed. So I am going to take this piece, place it right there, hold it until that dries. And then, guys, I'm going to take it and flip it over and repeat that process. So I'm going to take some wet glue and just place that glue on the back. I'm going to take another 1/2 inch circle, get it stuck down, because all I'm doing basically is sandwiching the rosette in between 2 pieces that will help to hold it closed. Now you can do this with hot glue. I used wet glue, but you can use hot glue on this. And so now that we have our rosette all put together, I am going to go ahead and just take my twine, and we are going to add some jingle bells. Now guys, I got these jingle bells at the end of season last year from Hobby Lobby. They were 90% off, so they were very cheap to purchase. If you are looking for jingle bells, you can probably do an Amazon search, or if you happen to have craft stores in your area, you can also search there as well. Now is the perfect time to get jingle bells because we are going into that season. So just be on the lookout and do an internet search if you can't find them in the store, because I can tell you they are definitely there to be found. So I have added my jingle bells, and I am going to take my jingle bells and just place them on the back, and I am going to stick these down on the back using some double-sided tape. So I am just going to tear off a piece of double-sided tape. But first I'm going to take my jingle bells, and I don't want them to be the same length when they're hanging, so I'm just going to adjust them just a little bit so that one is sitting higher than the other. So I'm going to take that double stick tape and put it down just like that, and you can see what a difference our jingle bells make on our project. Now what I am going to do is I am actually going to attach this using a Velcro dot, because long after that box has been used and beaten up, you are going to have a beautiful rosette still. So by adding the Velcro to the back, we actually make it so that we can remove this rosette and place it on something else. So now that we have that all done, I am going to do some very simple decorating to the front. I have that sticker that says, "To all a good night," and I am just going to take some glue, place some glue on that, and then just place that right there. You could also use a pop dot if you wanted to, but I am just going to place it using some glue. And then I have my little bows, and I am going to use a green bow this time, and I am going to take that bow and I'm going to raise it up just a little bit because I don't want to cover up all of those words. But I also got these bows, I believe, from Hobby Lobby. Everything that you see me using in terms of decorations here were purchased at the end of season, which is when I normally do my shopping for low-priced embellishments. So one of the things that I forgot to do is I forgot to take the double stick tape backer off the back, but I did take it off. So now I'm going to place my Velcro dot back in place, and then I'm going to remove this piece, this plastic piece here. And now I'm going to take this, and this time I think I'm going to place it on this side. So I'm just going to take it and place it just like that, and I am going to just get that Velcro dot nice and stuck. So now y'all can see that we have yet another beautiful rosette on top of this gorgeous, gorgeous milk carton. And remember that if you place a Velcro dot on the back, then you can remove the rosette, or the person that you're giving it to can remove it and add it to their embellishment stash. But we have these awesome, awesome milk cartons with gorgeous jingle bells on them. And again, these milk cartons, 8.5 by 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. Absolutely fabulous, fabulous way to present anything that you want to give to someone. These boxes, I made them for Christmas, but as you can see, they are truly any season, any reason, any gender gifts. Again, just change that paper, change the embellishments, and they are whatever you want them to be. So guys, I hope that you have liked this fun little project. And if you have, please hit the like button. If you are not a subscriber to my channel, I would love to have you join my online crafting family. You guys have a great day. Happy crafting, and we'll chat later. Bye.